excitement, adventure. Boston Blackie. Enemy of those who make him an enemy. Friend of those who have no friend. Yes, sir. That's Boston Blackie, and he's quite a guy. In just a moment, we'll see him in one of his exciting adventures. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Oh, knock it off, Glutton. You've had most of the food already.
You have the willpower of a neurotic rabbit.
Well, let's see you turn him down.
Well, I certainly will. Whitey's not getting my sandwich.
How about it, sport?
Okay, beggar.
No use, Mary. Better call homicide.
Oh, no, Blackie.
Picnic's over. Put our things together.
All right.
Patty Cork, Caradoc Corporation.
Blackie, do me a favor. Leave this one to Faraday.
What's the matter, girlfriend? Worried about me?
No, I'm thinking of poor Faraday. You must lit on one more of his cases, and he's liable to turn in his badge.
Go on. You're not fooling me with that Faraday routine.
Well, just the same, stay out of this one, please.
Well,
Please?
I'll try. I heard that giving a hot foot was a sign of mental deficiency. Hi, Inspector. Did you always light your cigars twice, or are you working for a match company on the side?
Very funny. What are you doing here, anyway?
Trying to find out what makes it run so well. What's on your mind?
You know what's on my mind, that dead man, Patty Cork.
I thought you had that case all wrapped up by now. Hand me my pliers.
Now, look here, Blackie. I know you're investigating this case, but there's something you haven't told me.
Huh?
Don't pull that innocent stuff with me. You haven't been any place that I've been, so I know you're working in another direction. Now, what is it?
Sorry to ruin your hopes, but I never interfere with the law.
Oh, Boston Blackie never interferes with the... Oh, no, don't tell me that.
Well, get you. All upset because I'm trying to be a good citizen.
Good citizen? Why, the man that owns this paper is a good citizen, a man by the name of Bainbridge.
Horace Bainbridge, the crusader?
Yes, and he's crucifying my whole department because Patty Cork was to be the star witness at an investigation he's drumming up against the Caradoc outfit.
Oh, I know how you'd like to have me help you out, but I promised Mary I wouldn't, and you know what that could be.
Oh, I can't understand it. A man that's shot with a hunting rifle drops dead at your feet, and you're not interested.
Did you say a hunting rifle?
Yeah, a .275 special. And the report says that Patty was running and the shot was fired at least 200 yards away.
That's very interesting.
All the board members inside, Lautrec?
Yes, Mr. Caradoc. They're waiting for you.
Mrs. Dealey, members of the board, we'll dispense with the usual formality today in order to give us more time to discuss vital problems. Mr. Zack, let us have your report on our two new ships.
Now, under Panamanian registry, both of them. Those ships will never be traced to us.
Aren't we going to a lot of expense, Caradoc?
No. That's Bainbridge's paper. I suppose you've all read the editorial today. If he keeps going, he'll have the federal government investigating us within a month. We've got to cover our operations.
Bainbridge is a rabble-rouser.
At least, Patty Cork will never testify for Bainbridge now.
I wonder which one of us did in poor Patty.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you, monsieur?
I'd like to see Mr. Caradoc.
Is it
Well, maybe you can help me. My name is Boston Blackie.
Boston Blackie? A very quaint name. Mine's Lautrec. Good day.
Was Patty Cork a member of this corporation?
Yes. Very sad. Good day.
Well, your manners are a little mushy, but I catch the drift, Algernon.
Then why do you stand? Out, 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 out!
Really? Your manners are deplorable, Algernon.
I warn you, monsieur. If you do not leave this office at once, I shall forcibly eject you.
Why don't you stay healthy instead?
It is your health, monsieur, that is in danger. Apparently, you have not heard of the savant style of wrestling.
You got handy feet, Buster. So have I. Shall we play my way now? Fun, isn't it?
You, let go of the track.
Who are you?
I'm Caradoc. Put that man down.
You really want me to?
Of course. What's the meaning of this? I'll have you arrested.
I doubt it. But go ahead and call the police. I'd love to hear you explain why your private secretary is so handy with a gun.
Just what is your game?
Oh, I shoot in the 80s.
I'm not talking about golf.
Well, how about big game hunting? I'll bet you're a whiz at that.
Get out.
I want some answers first, like, what kind of a company is this?
I said get out.
I didn't get any answers.
Out!
You know, you and your friend here would make a couple of good umpires. Sorry I have to leave such charming company. But I must see a crusader about a crusade. Bainbridge?
Yes.
My name's Boston Blackie.
Oh, I've heard of you.
Sorry to bother you here at your home, but I was wondering if you could give me some information about Patty Cork and the Caradoc Corporation.
A bunch of gangsters? I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Do you know Caradoc personally?
For 30 years off and on, scoundrel.
Are any of his directors big game hunters?
As a matter of fact, 3 of them, including Caradoc himself. The other 2 are Zach and Miss Dieterle. I do a little big game hunting myself. They belong to some of my clubs. Try to?
Thanks.
Have you talked to Caradoc?
Tried to. He kicked me out of the office.
Good shot. Tell you what I'll do. I'm having a party tomorrow. Suppose I invite them. Then you can question them to your heart's content.
Well, it's a cinch they can't kick me off of your property.
But, oh, they'll come. They hate me, but they'll be here.
Blackie, why are we going to a party at the house of a man we don't know?
To get to know some people we don't know.
Oh. Hey, wait a minute. Stop talking in circles like you do to Faraday.
Oh, I wouldn't do that to you, honey. We're coming to the party of this man we don't know to get to know some people we don't know, in order to know who killed the man we didn't know either. Now, you know, it's awfully simple.
Simple. Simply awful.
And you stay here because you won't like the hors d'oeuvres.
I'd like to take care of that Boston Blackie.
Don't be an idiot. You'll get your chance. You know what to do, honey. Pump him good. He's dangerous to us.
You instigated this party. Just what did you have in mind?
Why, Mrs. Dieterle, where else could I meet so many charming people?
You look thirsty.
Thanks.
But let's drink them inside where we can talk, huh?
Good enough.
You know, I'm so glad you came to this party. I've been dying to meet you. But then, of course, you don't know who I am. My name is Agatha.
I'm Blackie. Say, what an attractive room.
It's the trophy room.
Aren't those African hunting lances?
Yes.
I imagine these things could be very effective.
Let's play tourists later, huh? And, get better acquainted now.
Sure.
You know, I'm quite a fan of yours, Blackie. I read all the papers about your being such a wonderful detective.
You do?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm a wizard.
Tell me, what are you working on now?
Just you, honey.
No, I mean, what case? Are you helping the police with that Patty Cork murder?
I got it solved.
You have? Does it involve the Caradoc Corporation?
I didn't mean the murder. I mean, I've got you solved.
Oh, so I see you've met my little girl.
My father. To him, I'll be a little girl till I'm 90.
Now, Agatha, my child.
I've just been admiring this room. You know, you've got enough guns here to start your own war.
You must visit me sometime so I can show them properly. Oh, and the answer is no. I don't own a 275 special.
Father.
I'm going, my child. Nice party. Our guests are hating every minute of it.
Well, say, would you mind looking after my friend Mary out there? I'm afraid she might get a little lonesome.
Glad to.
All right, Agatha. Come on, now tell me. Just why are you playing footsies with your father's enemy?
I'm in love with John Caradoc, Nosy. And if you don't like it, that's just too bad. I'd like to talk to you after the party, alone.
Why, I think that can be arranged.
But, I mean, really alone, where we can't be overheard. Will you meet me at the Crest Air Country Club? We can get out on the fairway and talk quite privately.
All right, sure, Mrs. Dieterle. Oh, do you mind if I bring Mary along?
Mary?
That lonesome girl over there surrounded by all those men.
Well...
You can speak freely in front of her. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'd better try to get reintroduced to my girl.
Of course.
And that's part one of our Boston Blackie adventure. We'll be back in just a moment with part two, and you can look for plenty of action and excitement.
Now, on this shot to the green, Mary, the backswing is very important.
Are you sure? Hey, what gives with Mrs. Dieterle?
Oh, I don't know. I think she's trying to work up nerve enough to tell us who killed Patty Cork.
Blackie, I asked you out here for a special reason.
Yes, Mrs. Dieterle?
Well, a short time ago, I noticed that,
Take cover, Mary. Come on.
Blackie!
Yeah. Stay down. You too, Whitey.
Blackie, be careful.
I guess it's all right now. Mary, you stay here with Mrs. Dieterle. I'm going over there.
Blackie, come back here. Darn hero.
257 Roberts this time. Whitey, you go back and take care of Mary. I'm going to look around.
Go on.
Don't move, Boston Blackie. Now you can turn around. At last, I find you alone. Now you'll pay for making a fool of me.
Mrs. Dieterle made a fool of you, too.
Mrs. Dieterle? What are you talking about?
Mrs. Dieterle was shot in the back by some brave fellow. Where's your hunting rifle, Algernon?
I have no hunting rifle, monsieur. And, I do not intend to shoot you in the back. No, monsieur. I shall shoot you in the face, so that I can enjoy the spectacle of your death agony. And this gun is quite adequate for the job.
You know something? I believe you. You taught me something with that kick routine, Algernon.
Get up, Algernon. You and I are going to have a nice little talk.
He won't give you any trouble now, Faraday. He'll sing a song that'll jail that whole Caradoc crew for 10 years.
The Caradoc Corporation is illegal, eh? Well, the government will take care of that. All I want is the killer. You sure it wasn't Lautrec?
Oh, positively. Lautric's just a neurotic sort of a guy who's mad at me. Whoever killed Patty Cork and Mrs. Dieterle had something bigger in mind. Had something bigger to shoot with, too. Used another hunting rifle this time. 257 Roberts.
257 Roberts and a 275 Special. Wait till the papers find out.
You mean the papers don't know what caliber of gun killed Patty Cork?
Not yet. I kept it quiet. But they'll have a blasted field day when they discover the big game rifles that were... Hey, wait a minute. What's your hurry?
I'm going to take Mary home first. Then I'm going to see a guy who talks too much.
Glad you could accept my offer so soon, Blackie. I'm quite vain about my gun. Take that 500 Express there. I downed a rhino with that at 400 yards.
It's a nice gun. Must be quite a kick to hunt big game.
No sport like it.
Ever wondered what it would be like to hunt man?
Hunt man? Yes, I thought of it.
The way I figure it, the killer has that same thought.
Go on.
Well, for his big game, he picked on Caradoc and Company. For what reason, I don't know. I think he plans to kill them all, except possibly Caradoc himself.
That's a very interesting theory. Why?
Well, Caradoc's a big game hunter. Let's assume the killer stole some of Caradoc's guns. Maybe they belong to the same hunting club.
Of course. Then Caradoc would be the perfect fall guy. Only we both know he didn't do it.
True. I think we both know who did.
Reaching for your gun would be very dangerous, Blackie. I loaded this one.
Smoke.
No. Go ahead, take your gun out. With your fingertips. And drop it gently.
Why, Bainbridge?
Many reasons. As you say, the sport. 2, I have evidence that they're all criminals, worthy of dying. 3, be a nice way to make Caradoc suffer.
Why?
He ran away with my sister years ago. Broke her heart. Killed her. I've been planning my revenge ever since. But enough of that. Drop the gun. Let's go.
No. You call yourself a sportsman. Shooting women in the back. You haven't the guts for real sport. Go ahead, what's the matter? Shooting an unarmed man from the front too dangerous for you? Here. I'll turn my back.
So that's what you think of me. All right. I'll give you support. See those African hunting lances? Get them down. Put them over here by the table. Be careful, Blackie. I'll pick them up, then we'll go outside. Stand over there. I'll go over to the door. Hold it, Blackie. See that switch over there? Flip it. That switch wires the estate against intruders, Blackie. If I were you, I wouldn't go too close to the outer walls. It might ruin our sport. Now go out, Blackie. Stop there. You'll get the rifle, Blackie, with one bullet. Good luck. You'll need it. Keep moving, Blackie. You'll get plenty of rest in a minute. They're coming closer, Blackie. You'd better move. I've been playing with you, Blackie. Now's the time for the kill. What gave me away?
You knew the caliber of the rifle that killed Patty. Only the police and the killer knew that.
And looks like they've beat me at my own game. Exciting, wasn't it?
Wait till it's ready.
I should have warned you, Faraday. Mary's a tyrant on a picnic.
You know, Blackie, it's a funny thing. Bainbridge's crusade against the Caradox Corporation paid off. The whole bunch of them are in jail.
So?
Well, I can't figure out why he wanted to crusade for a killer when he was a killer himself.
Probably was his way of challenging the world or daring it to lick him. Danger was his first love.
Okay, fellas, dig in. And try not to feed Whitey all the food.
Why, that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. Did you hear what she said?
I certainly did, and I don't...
Try not to feed Whitey all the food. Do you know that that's the worst thing that you could possibly do is to feed a dog any time of the day?
It certainly is, and I never do it.
You don't?
No.
Why?
I haven't got a dog.
Check in for Comedy with John Cleese on Fawlty Towers, Monday night at 10. Now look into the adventures of the Invisible Man next.